The Zapirian archives referred to it as the significant miscalculation. Admiral Velar had taken pride in that choice made 2 centuries prior, observing the primitive blue planet through the view screen of his flagship. The humans had only recently stumbled upon nuclear fishing, barely emerging from their technological infancy. Their rudimentary vessels were incapable of consistently breaching their own atmosphere. Eliminate them now while they are vulnerable, his tactical officer had insisted. Every simulation indicated they would pose a threat within 300 cycles. However, Velar had analyzed the intercepted communications, witnessing their chaotic broadcasts filled with music, art, and endless discussions about morality. These beings expended as much effort creating beauty as they did engaging in warfare. Something about that had restrained his actions. "We are not exterminators," he had proclaimed. "We are the Zafirian Empire. We extend mercy to those who cannot endanger us." The decision was recorded, filed, and subsequently forgotten. The Empire shifted its focus to more urgent conquests, while humanity remained confined to their small sector of the galaxy. 2 centuries later, Captain Zara Chen of the Terran Defense Corps received an encrypted message that altered everything. The coordinates directed her deep into contested space, where she discovered something unimaginable. A Zapirian dreadnought, ancient beyond comprehension, drifting helplessly in the void. "This is Captain Chen of the TDC Prometheus," she transmitted on all frequencies. "We are receiving your distress signal." The reply came in fragmented standard. "This is Admiral Velar of the Zephyrin Empire. Our drives have failed. We are perishing." Chen's tactical officer, Lieutenant Morrison, accessed the ship's registry. His complexion turned ashen. "Captain, that is the flagship involved in the first contact incident, the one that spared Earth." "I am fully aware of who it is," Chen responded softly. "The boarding party discovered in his command chamber artifacts that are ancient, even by Zapirian standards." His once distinguished uniform was worn and patched. The ship's life support systems were failing, and half of the crew was already in emergency stasis. "You're Admiral Velar," Chen stated, removing her helmet as a sign of respect. The elderly alien's compound eyes struggled to focus on her. "I recall your species, the ones we chose to spare. You have progressed more rapidly than our models had anticipated." "More rapidly than anyone expected," Chen concurred. "Why did you not seek assistance from your own people?" A bitter laugh, akin to Velar's, escaped him. "The Empire labeled me a traitor decades ago. My compassion towards your kind was perceived as weakness when you began your expansion into the galaxy. They stripped me of my rank, exiled me and my loyal crew to the Outer Rim." Chen surveyed the dying ship, observing the crew members who had chosen to follow their disgraced admiral into exile rather than abandon him. "Your empire punished you for demonstrating mercy to humanity. They claimed I had condemned the galaxy by allowing your species to endure and flourish." Velar's breathing was labored. Perhaps they were correct. "You have become quite formidable." "We have become free," Chen corrected, "and we do not forget our obligations." Over the next 6 hours, Chen's crew worked tirelessly alongside the remaining Zephyrians to transfer the survivors to human vessels. The dreadnought could not be salvaged. 2 centuries of makeshift repairs had finally taken their toll. As the final evacuation shuttle left, Velar chose to stay behind. "Admiral, you require medical assistance," Chen urged through the communication system. "I am the captain of this ship," Velar responded with poise. "I will not forsake her." "Then you will have company," Chen replied, her shuttle reversing course toward the failing vessel. "Captain, please," Morrison objected. "That ship could detonate at any moment." The man who saved Earth will not die alone over my dead body, Chen asserted resolutely. She located Valar on his bridge, gazing at the stars through the deteriorating view screen. She settled beside him in a comfortable silence as the ship's systems gradually failed around them. "Your people," Valar eventually inquired, "what have they become?" "Explorers, builders, defenders of those who cannot defend themselves," Chen replied. "We remembered the lesson imparted by a wise admiral regarding mercy. The Empire will not be pleased when they discover this rescue," Chen smiled wryly. "Admiral, with all due respect, the Empire has larger issues at hand. This means that there are over 10,000 human ships within 3 jumps of this location, and they all received the same message I did. We have been searching for you for 2 centuries. Thar turned to gaze at her. "Searching for me? The man who spared humanity is the first non-human to be granted honorary citizenship in the Terran Federation. We have been anticipating the opportunity to present you with your medal." In the distance, the lights of the rescue fleet began to emerge. Not only human vessels, but ships from a multitude of species that humanity had allied with and protected over the years. "We learned from the finest teacher," Chen said quietly. "Strength without mercy is merely brutality, but mercy combined with strength has the power to transform the galaxy." Valar witnessed the integration of his crew into the Federation fleet. Their experience and wisdom were appreciated despite their previous exile. He lived to be honored with that medal, although he maintained that it was also a recognition of his crew's contributions. Most significantly, he lived to observe the small blue planet he had saved transform into the vibrant core of an alliance that would indeed alter the galaxy, not through domination, but through the revolutionary idea that every species deserved the opportunity to demonstrate their worthiness for mercy. The Zapirian Empire ultimately collapsed not due to human weaponry, but rather through the straightforward illustration of what civilizations could achieve when they opted for compassion instead of fear. Ultimately, Valar's significant misjudgment became the cornerstone of legend, not only of humanity's ascent, but also of what the galaxy could achieve when its inhabitants extended to one another the same mercy that an elderly admiral had granted to a primitive world 2 centuries prior. The debt had been settled, yet the legend would persist eternally.